Hi folks, my name is Justin. Unfortunately, Vash can't make it here today. He's on the USS Intrepid because he's decided he wants to learn how to drive. So today we have...
Vanessa.
Wonderful, let's get this started. So today we're going to talk about American Ultra, a movie starring Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart. I would have a witty, clever comment about that, but I didn't have anything prepped. The movie follows Jesse Eisenberg, who's just like a slacker kid who works in a convenience store, who we find out is suddenly a CIA operative type person asset who's like a trained, crazy assassin killer dude.
Yeah, like Minority Report style.
Yeah, or The Bourne Identity,
Yes,
and
that's
just
the one
goes
I actually
crazy
wanted.
rogue. Closer to mine, maybe. We'll start with the obvious. Vanessa, did you like the movie?
I was kind of bored. The concept is clever.
I thought the concept was cool.
Concept is
I
clever.
really like Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes.
I'm a big-
Anything that was funny in the movie basically came from him and Topher Grace.
And I do like Topher Grace too. He has really gotten good at being the dick.
Yes.
And actually, now that I think about it, he kind of was like a dickish character on that 70s show, but since he was surrounded by everybody else, his sarcasm and dickishness seemed to work out fine. We have spoken on this show a couple of times about Miss Kristen Stewart
Okay.
and our ambivalence towards her. That being said, I did enjoy a lot of parts of her in this movie.
Really?
Okay, apparently I'm alone, but I enjoyed lots of parts of her in this movie. How do you feel about Kay Stu?
Oh, yeah, no, I can't stand her.
Okay, okay.
She wasn't, well, it was better than what I've seen her do.
Okay.
Sort
Kristen
of.
Stewart. Improvement, and we appreciate it.
And now, to be fair, though, well, sort of, I've heard that she's really good in the indie films that she did and has done.
That you don't watch.
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen. But the stuff that I have seen her do, I've kind of
Are
just
the big
wanted
budget
to,
ones?
But yes, but I kind of just want to punch her in the face most of the time.
We should realize that 5 of those movies are Twilight movies.
Oh yeah, no, those are awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those aren't classics, let's say. Well, we did a marathon of them.
Oh, God.
Vash and I a couple years
Why?
ago and drank margaritas because
Oh, okay, that makes it
the audience
sort of better.
chose for us to do that because they're mean people. I enjoyed this movie. I do agree there were a few parts that might have been a bit slower. Once I got into the story, I wish there was more Jesse Eisenberg, like, learning what he knew how to do now.
Yeah.
I feel like
That would
those
be
parts
fair.
are really cool, and more of those would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg, I like.
Oh yeah, no, he did a great job.
I'm a big fan of Jesse Eisenberg.
He did a great job. His comic timing is wonderful.
He is great. He does very well at an incredibly smart but socially awkward human being.
Yeah.
This reminded me of actually another movie with Jesse Eisenberg, Zombieland. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Okay, it reminded me of that. The movie takes place in West Virginia. Have you ever been to West Virginia?
No.
Okay. I have been to West Virginia.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I was in a show. I was traveling.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. There are only 7 states left I haven't been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Alaska, Oregon, Hawaii, Maine,
Okay.
New Hampshire, I think Delaware, because who goes to Delaware? And
Well,
like
people
North
who live
Dakota.
there.
I'm going to have a reason to go to North
Don't
Dakota.
you want to go climb mountains or something?
I don't think there are that many mountains in North Dakota.
No?
In Jamestown, North Dakota, they have the world's largest concrete buffalo. That is a true statement. That is not a lie. Which makes me wonder 2 things. One, is there a second largest concrete buffalo in the world? And
Fair.
then 2, why? Why would you do that?
I have a third thing to add to that.
Sure.
Why do you know that?
So, should we review the movie?
Sure.
Great. I'm going to give this a 3. I enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
I don't think you need to run to the theaters. I think this, like Zombieland to me, was a movie you could watch at home. But it's still kind of fun. Jesse Eisenberg is great. And Case 2, I think, does a decent job.
Jesse Eisenberg and Topher Grace kind of pulled it up to a 3 for me.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been a solid 2,
Okay.
maybe.
So we're getting there to the 3. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. Feel free to subscribe to the page. And then there was a last week, and we'll put the Twilight thing again there for you know what's going on. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming on here today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Vanessa's actually been watching movies with me for years.
Yes.
And so I am finally glad that you get to show up and
right?
do this stupidness with me. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you again next week.